guaranteed contracts than somebody in the NBA where we see players getting those deals. And this is, of course, our Adrian Wojnarowski, more notably known as Woj, a Woj bomb, depending on how you like to call him or talk about him. Woj, thanks for joining NFL Live here.
I could not be more excited
really
to be here.
We're so excited.
I saw him back there. He was bouncing off the walls. He couldn't
I've never been more excited to do anything at ESPN than this. And I mean that.
I agree. I know how supportive you are of this show, but also how much you love the NFL. But we need to tap into your brain here to help us understand guaranteed contracts in the NBA and how the league got to that point where players are getting
a few jobs on the line. It's usually maybe the 14th or 15th player is fighting for a spot. Where in the NFL, jobs are
to agents and GMs, owners. Why does it seem easier to negotiate in the NBA than it does in the NFL?
Well, part of it, too, is the max.
Do it, and then you're at the point, Le'Veon Bell's going to be here next year if he doesn't get a deal in the next week and a half, where you can't franchise a guy. It doesn't make any financial sense to do it 3 years in a row, and now you become a real free agent. That's when you make the real money.
Will a strike work, though? Will a strike actually make this change?
Well, first of all, it would be what's his name from the Rams?
Todd
Gurley. Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, it's a lockout, and I've been through one of those. All you guys can't withstand losing all those checks, and they're still collecting money from the television side. Think about that.
Yeah.
When they negotiated the television rights, they negotiated.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
I have about 10,000 other questions. Any NBA news to break, by the way? You didn't even check your phone, Schefter. Are you watching? You went a full 5 minutes and didn't even look. I think maybe you peeked quickly.
Yeah, maybe.
But we appreciate you joining the show.
Thanks for having me, guys. I'm a fan.
Just a phenomenal job, too, in NBA free agency.
Thanks.
We look forward to seeing you in Vegas for some. First, I just want to point out behind us here, guys, the creativity here. We're really going all NBA on this NFL show. Of course, this is the sign in Cleveland where LeBron's face once was. So now the question, you see what we're doing here?
Who should go there in place of LeBron? Nice.
Oh, yes. Who should be the...
They didn't put Baker up there already, did they?
Maybe some people did, or maybe some people are thinking that he's going to be the next face of the city. But speaking of the quarterback competition there, do you think that there's actually a quarterback competition in Cleveland? You brought that up, Dan. Do you think that there are any teams out there that are not in Mike Clay's top 5 here that we have listed up here that could maybe break into the top 5? Seen rookie running backs lead the league in years past. Last year,
the last 2 years.
The last 2 years, right?
Yeah.
Could Saquon Barkley perhaps be that third one? And we're actually going to probably talk about that later on in the show. In fact, I can tell you we're going to talk about that later on.
Can he be a whisperer for that defense? That's going to be the key for the Raiders.
Yeah.
The defense.
All right, David, you've been hot on the Chargers for the last few